Hello and welcome back everyone to another exciting episode of Trails to Azure. We are in chapter 3, day 1. We finished exploring and 1 request on the previous episode, so we're going to use this episode to hopefully finish all the remaining requests so we could do with our main request. So I accidentally triggered the event while I was exploring, but I think it's pretty much the same or different. Thank you all for coming. Are you? Oh, okay. I think she said something about the quests before, but it's okay. I didn't start the quest yet, so we can do it together now. Yeah, we can begin whenever. Understood. If I could just have you wait on the 2nd floor, then the staff member in charge of the request will tell you the details. Of course, it's you again. Hello, my dearest SSS. Sorry to keep you waiting. I had a feeling it was going to be you, Grace. The probability was high from the start. Well, don't sound so disappointed. Can't you show at least a little enthusiasm? It's been forever since our last collaboration. If I recall correctly, your previous support request sent us on a trip all across the state. Wait, just what are you planning to have us do this time? The request said something about gathering materials for a gourmet guide, no? You know it. I got a proposal from the Crossbell Business Owners Association a while back. Apparently they were inspired by Mayor Croix's effort. Long story short, the CNS is teaming up with them to put out a gourmet guide. In conjunction with the Business Owners Association? What exactly does that entail? Basically, they plan to feature the best eating establishment in Crossbell State. And in addition to the coverage, each place is going to offer discount and other deals to readers. You know how it is, keep Crossbell and Mirror local and all that jazz. A nifty little plan, wouldn't you say? I think I get it. That sounds pretty innovative. Sure, but let's cut to the chase. Part of this guide is going to feature gourmet recommendations from some of Crossbell's most prominent figures, like Maribel Croix from the IBC for example, or Ilya, Theodore, and Eugene from Arkansas. The goal is to get people talking by having some of Crossbell's celebrity citizens share their #1 picks. And that's where the SSS comes in. You'll be taking part too. That is quite a request. I can't deny that piqued my interest, but does the SSS really belong in a lineup like that? I ain't too keen on it either. It's always nice to be shoulder to shoulder with Ilya and Maribel, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we're gonna be drawing with readers the same way they will. Let's not mince words here. We're the filler. No way, you can't seriously think that, can you? You guys have been blowing up. You've got a real fan base these days, you know. In fact, we've been getting lots of requests for lurid candidates of your everyday lives. Please don't. I'm just joking. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that you guys are popular in your own right. If that wasn't the case, I never would have asked you here in the first place. Fair enough. What would you like us to do then? So you're on board? Good. Now let me give you the deets. First, you're going to head to whatever restaurant or food carts you can think of and try their fare for yourselves. What I want is for each of you to find a dish that speaks to your soul. It's gonna be the bee's knees and nothing else. After that, I'll have you all write a little article on your findings here at the CNS. So we have to go to the eateries around the state and choose our personal favorites among them. One problem though, what if one of us doesn't come across anything they like? Have some faith, Noel. You know how big Crossbell is. I'm sure you can find at least one thing that tickles your taste buds. But if it really comes to that, I'll just have you write a little something about all the sports you checked out. But that's only in last resort. Ideally, all 6 of you should have a favorite dish to introduce to our readers. Which means we're headed to at least 6 different places. Anything we should look for or avoid maybe? Let me think. Oh yeah, sorry, but everything at Michelin has already been covered and someone else is doing the bars. Other than that, knock yourselves out. What a shame. That takes Trinity off the list too. Too bad. I'm sure Abbas will be disappointed to miss out on all the potential new customers. Sorry, Wazy. I'll put in a reward with the guys handling the bars. Oh, and I've already gotten in contact with all the eligible spots, so don't worry about the tab we're paying. As long as you identify yourself, they'll be happy to serve you their signature samples. That sounds lovely. So we just have to try 6 places minimum, excluding bars or anything in Michelin. The main challenge is going to be placing ourselves. We'll need to eat quite a lot for every one of us to find a favorite. Yeah, there's no rush. Take your time and savor everything Crossbell has to offer. Once you're all done, return to the CNS so you can report your findings. If I'm not in, just let Tria know and I'll get back to the office in a jiff. Got it? We'll get started. So this is exactly like the first game where she had us take a picture of all Crossbell, which means we could probably take our time with it and increase our option. Yeah, here to try the best noodles in the land? You're in the right place. Yeah, I guess so. Well, we're with the special support section and we're here about the requests. Oh yeah, that whole deal. You're in luck, officers. I'm about to let you sample the very best my car has to offer. And best of all, it's on the house. I call these my heavenly noodles. Eat up, ladies and gents. What a comforting presentation. That deep red broth tells me this is gonna have a kick. Maybe a punch and a chop while it's at it. Oh, come on, give it a chance. Get past the heat and your taste bud will be flying right up on cloud 9. It'll probably feel more like a Gehenna instead if our tongues are on fire. Well, here goes nothing. Hey, you're right, it's spicy but with deep complex tang. I won't deny that it's delicious. My only concern is how hard it is to eat without splasting the broth everywhere. Good point, I don't think that will be an easy thing to get out. It's always the ladies that are telling me these things. I said that if you get to enjoy the best darn noodles under 80 of the sky, then who cares about few stains? Damn straight. Randy? There's a whole world of rich flavors just beyond these bold spicy horizons. Combine that with these perfect supple noodles dancing in the broth, and you've got something only a real man could appreciate. This is, Ozel my man, this is the path of the noodles you've been telling us about. Yes, you finally get it now. Cherish it, young one. That's true enlightenment you're tasting. As a reward, I shall teach you the recipe that serves as the foundation for these very same noodles. Master it, and open the eye for all you feed. Hey, thanks, Ozel. Randy was really into that dish. I guess that settles who's writing the piece about this place. Wait. Okay, so there are a couple of food stalls in Crossbell, right? Oh, a restaurant too, that's right, Long Lao. Who should we talk to? Him? It's all over the kitchen issue. Okay. Oh, I should just speak to the chef itself. Can I help you? If you want to place an order, go do it at the counter. Sorry, but we're actually here regarding a support request. Ah, the Gourmet guide. Yes, I know of it. This is our midday rush, but I won't turn you away. Find yourself an empty table. You will be sampling the pride and joy of Long Lao, my peerless fried rice. Oh man, I cannot wait. Sounds great. We'll go grab some open seats. Delicious. Phew, you really know your stuff, Jiang Hui. Don't think you'll be able to get a masterpiece like this anywhere but Long Lao. You had better believe it. Fried rice has always been one of my specialties, but I also recently improved upon it. That is why it is peerless. Nothing compares. Chew chew munch munch. Wow, you aren't kidding. Who would ever thought a dish so simple could taste so complex? I used to make fried rice all the time at the barracks, which is a totally different dish when made by professional. Don't forget to swallow them. Look at her shovel it down the hatch. So long as she enjoys the food, I couldn't care less how she eats it. Would you like a second? I made plenty to spare. Sir, yes. I've never seen Noel like this. She's like a kid in the middle of a growth spurt. I think we know who's going to handle Long Lao's right up. It's all yours, Noel. Then we go to Wingstep. Wingstep. I had a feeling Ellie would love this one probably. She's gonna write about this one. Good day everyone, welcome to Wingstep. Do you have a reservation for us? Well, not exactly. We're with the special support section and... Oh, I've heard about that, so you're the one writing the report, are you? Well then, please feel free to sit at any open table you like. If I may make a recommendation, our new seasonal herb pasta is absolutely superb. Thank you, we'd love to try it. Munch munch. Well, how do you like our chef's special pasta? This is delicious. The flavor is rich and intense but with a light refreshing afternoon. You can taste each and every herb and the texture is perfectly al dente. Oh yeah, spaghetti in the can, this ain't one bite and you know it was made by a pro. I'm glad you enjoyed. Maybe we should bring Kale with us next time. Sounds like a good idea to me. Thank you for dining with us today. On behalf of all of us at Wingstep, we look forward to your next visit. So who's gonna write that? Maybe Wazy, now that I think about it. Maybe it's not Ellie. There's a juice stall. Hey there, can I interest you in some juice? Sorry miss, but we're with the special support section and... Oh, that thing! Yeah, I remember hearing about it. How about this then? It's acerbic tomato soda, my latest product. Like the shake that you make for Speaker McDowell? Yep, whether it's mayor or speaker, he still orders the usual every time. This is my latest and greatest iteration of it. The soda masks the bitterness a little, that way even acerbic tomato haters can enjoy its benefits. I see. Do we really gotta do this, Lloyd? This might be the end of the SSS. You know the risk of being the police force, Randy. Every day could be your last. Just try your hardest and keep it down. Ooh. Ah. I'm dying. Not before me, you aren't. The carbonation only serves to intensify this Gehenna concoction. Huh? You think so? Sounds like there's still a lot of room for improvement then. Anyway, this bellberry juice should work as a nice palate cleanser here. Oh, that's absolutely delicious. What a stark contrast to the bitter draw that tomato juice was. This one is probably the better choice for the gourmet guy as far as anyone with taste buds is concerned. But who's gonna make it? It seems like just okay. What about the ice cream one? Hey there, craving some ice cream today? Well, that's actually what we came to ask for. You see, we're with the special support section. So you guys are the ones on the job, eh? The CNS already told me a bit about it. I've been ready for this, so without further ado, allow me to recommend my one and only, simply called sherbet. Whoa, that sounds good. It's my newest creation, a frozen blend of several delectable flavors all at once. I even added bits and pieces of candy that burst in your mouth. The texture is an experience you'll never forget. I see, we'll love to try. It's cool and delicious. The presentation is cute too, and I see what you mean about the texture. The candy just explodes on my tongue. Looks like it's a hit with the ladies of the SSS. You sure about that? Teotot looks like she got a hit with a bad case of brain freeze. No, not quite. I was simply too shocked for words. The thrill of the popping candy, the creamy refreshing coolness, and the perfect balance of flavors harmonizing on your palate like an optimized course loadout. This is it, the beginning of the sherbet revolution. My apologies, perhaps I went a bit overboard. Safe to say, this one is Teo's new favorite. Do you think you could write about it for the gourmet guide? Yes, I would give it a sterling 5 out of 5 recommendation. I'm glad you like it so much. Be sure to come back sometime, I have plenty more where that came from. So, I think that's all. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. We need to send at least 6 places to write a proper article. 1, 2, 3. Only 5. Oh, maybe like the other restaurant around Crossbell. We could try, but let's do another quest we could do here. There you guys are. Thank Adios you're here. You came to help me out, right? Hey Raymond, it sounds like you're in a bind. Wait, are you alone? I don't see Inspector Donovan anywhere. Right, about that. It's kinda wrapped up in something else right now. Anyway, would you mind if I gave you a quick rundown? Please do. According to the details of the request, you're after a counterfeit dealer again? Boy am I. The legal reforms instituted by the new mayor allows us to crack down on this sort of thing. The 2nd Division has been beefing up its efforts against it as a result, and now the counterfeit dealers managed to worm her way back into Crossbell. We've been staking her out for the longest time until finally I caught her in the act again. Wait, are you saying this is the same one who came to Tango Gate earlier this year? What kind of person does something like that? Oh, that's right, you helped us back when we screened the passengers on the bus. Let's see, how do I describe her? Old but powerful. All-mouth. Frighteningly loud, surprisingly spry for her age. To sum it all, I say she is a bat out of Gehenna. I see. Sounds like quite a character. I'd love to meet her. I'm gonna hand it to you though, Raymond. Since when were you such a dark horse? Damn fine work catching that slippery old prune again. Yeah, about that. She managed to cut and run in the end, at record-breaking speed even. Things were going so well till then too. Evidently, the old woman refuses to unlearn her old tricks. Is it safe to assume our little fraudster is hiding inside the station right now then? Bingo, man, I knew you guys were smart. It looks like she's trying to make a break for Erebonia. I bet she thinks she already shook us off too. Little does she know, I'm right on her tail. I spotted her over on platform 2 waiting for her train without a care in the world. There's still some time before the next one to the Empire arrives. This is the perfect chance to apprehend her. Pump the brakes there, bud. If it's really all that open and shut, then what the hell do you need us for? Right, so here's the kicker. Since Inspector Donovan's busy, I'm the one handling this case. The problem is, I maybe kinda sorta lost the nerve to catch her on my own. Raymond, confidence issue aside, it's a fact that you're short on manpower here. Crossbell Station is a large area to cover on your own. If the perimeter isn't secured, she could easily escape. Now you get it. See, I had no choice but to call in for backup. I'm going to need the SSS Solana hand if I plan on shutting down this counterfeit dealer once and for all. Basically, I need some of you on the lookout to make sure she doesn't try to slip out of the station. I mean, heck, you already caught her once before. Think you can help me to take her down again? Okay. I'll be happy to help you out. Oh, awesome. Thanks a bunch. I owe you big time for this. So first things first, let's figure out who's gonna help make the arrest. Which of you wants to come with me? How do you guys think we should split this up? I think you should assist him, Lloyd. You're the only other detective here. I would be mildly apprehensive about leaving it all up to Detective Rain. Hey, I heard that. Oh, who am I kidding? I cannot deny that. I'll feel better with Lloyd in tow. Alright, that makes 2 detectives. I think it'll be a good idea to bring up one more person for support. The other 4 can stay on lookout today. I'm gonna bring Tio because Ellie, Wazy, and Randy are already maxed them up. Noel, just a little bit. Tio is actually need more. You're up, Tio. Understood. The rest of you, keep an eye on the exits. Remember who we're dealing with. Anything could happen. Stay sharp, everyone. I don't see any sign of them. They may have already boarded the train. We should make haste. Attention all travelers, pre-departure inspection on the next service to Calvar will be conducting shortly. We ask that you please refrain from boarding during this time. Sounds like the train to Calvar is departing soon. Now where could our counterfeit dealer be hiding? Pretty sure I spotted the old bag when she slipped her way in earlier. Counterfeit dealer located. Oh, a fellow trader, eh? How was business in Crossbell? Not well, I'm afraid. I had a rough go of it thanks to a business rival impeding my sales. That's rather unfortunate. Honestly, people like that are a disgrace to our industry. No, I'm sure my own shortcomings were at least partially to blame. That's why I've decided to head for the Empire and make a fresh start. You mercantile resilience is your mercantile resilience. You know, perhaps it was fate that we met like this. If you like, I could introduce you to some of my connections in Erebonia. Oh my, you really do that for me? Well, thank you, kind sir. I do believe I will take you up on that offer. Not on our watch, you won't. Crossbell Police Special Support Section. Long time no see, ma'am. You were... Hello, Miss Counterfeit Dealer. Perhaps you recognize this munchkin? Bet you thought you lost us, huh? You're not getting away this time. Wait, what in blazes is going on? I'm afraid I don't understand. This woman, a counterfeit dealer? That law has changed since we last crossed paths. We're taking you in on suspicion of illicit business activity. We have the station surrounded. There's nowhere to run. So why don't you make things easy for all of us and turn yourself in already? I said bite me, you shit-eating rats. Holy... What? You cornered me so I couldn't escape, did ya? Screw me over once, shame on me, but twice? This is why I despise the police. You are a bunch of snakes. Says the snake oil saleswoman herself. If you didn't want to get caught, then you shouldn't have holed up in the... Who asked you, jackass? So what if I'm surrendered? If you want to take me in, you'll have to catch me first. I don't think I'll ever get used to that word coming out of those words coming out of that mouth. This is no time to be spacing out, Lloyd. We need to move. Poor guy. snot-nosed little punks. They want to cut off my escape? Fine, I'll just make a new one. That's my ticket out of here. You're kidding. Oh gosh. After them. It can't be. Inconceivable. How desperate can you get, man? How the hell am I supposed to explain this to Inspector Donovan? Let's go, Theo. Roger. Huh? Go where? Wait, seriously? You're not actually thinking of chanting after her, are you? I'll ask her we're going to arrest her. There's no time to talk this over. We're moving on ahead. You can stay put, Raymond. Wait for me! God damn it, I have to protect you too, aren't I? Oh, very close, Raymond, very close. Are you okay, Raymond? You know you didn't have to jump on the train with us, right? We can handle it from here. I'm fine, the inspector assigned me to this case, I cannot just let him down. Besides, it wouldn't be fair if you two were the only ones who got to look cool. I see, perhaps I misjudged your seemingly non-existent fortitude. But more importantly, where is the counterfeit dealer? She must have escaped into one of the passenger cars. If we start from the rear and clear them one at a time, there won't be anywhere left for her to hide. Let's move, Raymond. Right behind you. The old bat's not getting away from us this time. Did that old lady just jump down from the roof? Yeah, who the heck is she? Shut your yaps and quit gawking. What do you think, this is a show? She's a demon. There she is. What? How are you brats so persistent? Don't you know when to quit? How ironic, I was about to say the same to you. Surrender peacefully, you have nowhere left to run. Yeah, give it up, we've got you cornered. Huh, I thought you might say that. You listen well, you whippersnappers. So long as Adios' light shines on this continent, I will never be caught. Never! Seriously? What does she even think she can do at this point? Oh, never mind, after her. The train's finally moving again. At last I can get some rest. Right. It's time to bid our long due for farewells to Crossbell, though I can't help but feeling guilty for our comrades who were caught by Hayway. It just means they weren't adequately prepared. Their failures are on their own. Regardless, we'll be certain to pay the syndicate back in kind for them one day. What was that, gentlemen? Pardon me for intruding on your lively conversation. Oh, this is two things that are about to collide, isn't it? Hayway, damn it, you tell us all the way here? Did you sincerely believe Master Chow would allow you to escape so easily? Gentlemen of the anti-immigration faction, we're going to have to ask you to come with us. Once we reach Altair, we'll disembark and board a train right back to Crossbell. Oh, we're done for. Out of my way, bozos! Huh? Oh my god. Yeah, my damn hip, didn't I tell you numbskulls to get the hell out of my way? Oh rats, I cannot just stand there. The fuss will be on my any second. What the hell? Who is this old bat? Let me ask you something. Were these lungheads giving you a hard time? Yeah, I guess they were. Thanks for the assist, lady. We owe you our lives. I don't know what you did to piss these goons off, but beggars can be choosers. I need all the help I can get. So listen up. If you have any sense of gratitude whatsoever, fall in line and come with me. Who knows? Pull your weight and I just may be your ticket to freedom. What? Really? You heard me, chop chop boys. Right. Wait. What just happened? She's back on the roof again. It looked like there were the other people following her too. Don't tell me she had reinforcement on the train all along. That can't be. All her subordinates should already be in custody. We must pursue them regardless. Oh god. Are those the terrorists from the Republic? The ones who attacked the trade conference? Wait, we just had to run into the CPD. I don't know what you're going here, but damn if we'll let you put us in irons. Take one step further, it'll be your last. This is your only warning. Evidently, your guess was right on the mark. Though why these terrorists would ally themselves with the counterfeit dealer is a mystery to me. Either way, it's going to take a lot of more than the threats to make us give in on terrorists. We're bringing in by force if we have to. Oh, wait, what? I never signed up for this. Come on, Raymond. A straggling assailant of the trade conference in league with the counterfeit dealer of unknown reason.
任せてくれ。さて。エニグマクロやあよしおーたはいドライブ開始そこだそれ行くぞえい
What's with this prick? The blonde is barely worth a bullet, but those other two, they mean business. Forget it, we bought ourselves enough time, pull back for now. Right. That was nuts. Damn it. Let them get away again. Yes, but there is nowhere left for them to escape. Keep your wits about you, they are unlikely to go down without a fight. Oh, we should probably save. Stop right there. You ankle biters just don't know when to give up, do you? Here I thought I lucked out running into these three youngsters. Stop stalling, you're at the end of your rope. There's nowhere left to escape, so come quietly and surrender now. That goes for you three as well. Yeah, you heard the man. Ugh, damn. But could we let ourselves loose to the punk like this? I swear to the goddess kids this they have no backbone. What exactly do you mean? Do you honestly think that escaping is still a possibility? Huh, I don't just think it, I know it. Didn't anyone ever teach you geniuses not to count your chickens before they hatch? Once we reach Altair, I'll have you right where I want you. The Republic is my turf, see? That means I'll have the home field advantage. As soon as we pull into the station, the only thing left of me you're gonna see is my dust. Gotta be kidding me. You're still planning to make a run for it? You're cornered on top of a moving train for ages to say. Now you listen here, you baby-faced little twerp. As long as there's ground at my feet, I'm gonna walk it as a free woman. So go ahead, catch me if you can. You'll never take me alive, coppers. Now get that through those little walnuts you call brain already. Yeah, what she said. Go with you every step of the way, ma'am. Are you out of your minds? How can you possibly still think you can get away from this scot-free? Then again, if anyone ever could, it'll be the old woman she really is off her rocker. If we don't clinch this arrest, the inspector's gonna chew my ass off. So let that crusty windbag talk, she's not getting away with our watch. Dr. Raymond, I concur wholeheartedly. This is the way they want to play it, and we have no choice but to end things here and now. Let's go everyone, do whatever it takes to neutralize them. So how many times do we have to go over this? If you punks really think you can stop me, then go ahead and try. Go get it, boys.
敵集団との戦闘を開始。ターゲットを捕獲しました。詳細データゲットです。
Counterfeit dealer, a Republican black market dealer. She's old but way more spry than she looks.
任せてくれ。
Oh, you actually much weaker, huh? Let me deal with these guys first. And she doesn't really do anything, so maybe. Yes. No, don't shoot. Ugh. Damn.
行きます。エニグマ駆動。ありがとう。
Don't screw with me, brats. Oh god.
さて。ドライブ開始。行くぞ。 エニグマ駆動。任せてくれ。えい、でや。
Don't screw with me.
行きます。ドライブ開始。よし。やっ。そこだ。はい。エニグマ駆動。ありがとう。俺の番だな。せいで。はい。ドライブ開始。そこだ。
Oh, Phew, we did it! This can't be happening. Come on, you big palookas, pull yourself together and defend my honor. My leg. Oh, phooey. Happy now? Just look at what you little pants shitters have done. If that's the way you want it, fine. Let's see you try and stop me after I jump off this train. Don't think I won't. I would really not recommend that, ma'am. You're going to break more than just hip if you even survive. Persistent defies all reason. Not even terrorists were able to hold out this long. Yeah, seriously. Anyway, at least we apprehend them. What's our next move, Raymond? Oh, right. We'll be in Altair soon, so I guess our best bet is handing them over to the Republic Army. Right, they should all be Calvardian citizens, better that they be handled in their kind. By their own. Okay, let's ask the conductor to contact Altair Station and let them know we have some people in custody to transfer. Allow me to extend my thanks, CPD, for all your hard work. We'll take custody of them from here. You just leave things to us. Thanks. Yeah, we appreciate the help. Damn you, you'll pay for this. You all pay for this. That's enough of you. Don't tell me what to do, you pissant little bullet sponge. Don't any of you know how to treat a lady with respect? Pissant? Take her away. Not to sound unprofessional, but I hope they send her somewhere we'll never have to see her again. Likewise. We intend to make sure that woman never gets the chance to pull another stunt like this. Allow me to thank you for one final time. Take care on your way home, you three. We will, and thank you too. I hope we did enough. I would have preferred us to be the ones who made the actual arrest. An understandable reaction, the circumstances were not the most favorable. However, we can find solace in the fact she was unable to escape. Hear, hear, plus this means I get to keep my ass. Phew, now I just have to write up a report for Inspector Donovan. Right, good luck with that, Raymond. So are we all set to make our way back to Crossbell City now? Yes, we shouldn't linger here. Sure, but since we're here, why not get some sightseeing in? Are you serious? Some other time, Raymond. This was not the result we expected. No matter, the important thing is that we didn't let the stragglers escape. For now, let's return our reporting to Master Chow. Agreed. Forcibly dragging Raymond away from the gift shop. That was one long quest. Imagine our surprise when we heard you gotten yourself all the way out to Calvert. Seriously though, didn't realize you guys signed up for an epic train chase. We apologize, we should have tried to contact you. Well, we managed to apprehend the counterfeit dealer, so all's well that ends well. No arguments here. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Well, I should get back to the 2nd Division and write up a report on all this, so I guess that means I'll be seeing all of you later? Yes, job well done, Detective. No, you two were the real star of the show today. I don't think I had a chance in Gehenna for arresting that crass old crone all by myself, and I can't thank you enough, guys, really. Not at all, we're glad you called for us. Offering support is what the SSS is all about, the only thing you have to do is ask. For sure, I'll drop you a line if I ever need your help again. Ooh wee. Okay, now we can go outside Crossbell. I want to make Armorica our last place to go. So let's go to Mines Mining Village first. There's Eagle. Well, hi there. Welcome to the Eagle Inn. Hello, we're here with the special support section and we're here about the requests. Ah, so you're the ones handling that. The CNS already gave me the gist. How about this? I'll cook you up my specialty, stamina and steak. I can only hope our stomachs have the room to spare. Oh yeah, you kids have a lot of other places you need to sample, don't you? I'll prepare some bite-sized serving in that case. We appreciate the consideration. Dang, even one bite on its own is pretty filling. Just what you want from a good steak. Yeah, I'm feeling more energized already. Well, of course, stamina is essential for miners, you know. Pair this dish with a beer and you'll be digging away like a grand mole in no time. I can't say being a miner sounds particularly attractive when you put it that way. True, but Gans and the others seems to enjoy it well enough. Well, mine's miners are some of the manliest men in all of Crossbell. Anyhow, if you kids are ever in need of a nice hearty meal, you know where to come. Well, we could go to report to Grace now if we want to. Then again, we haven't found everyone's favorite dish yet. That's true, there might be more spots to try. Oh, isn't this a place where... let me see... Yes! Okay, let me find that first before we continue with our gourmet adventure. Oh my goodness, so the monster is at the end of the path. Luckily there's a shortcut because they fixed the ladder. Oh my god. Niggle bat. Bat that becomes fat after sucking too much blood uses its weight to fight. Ooh, should I use Mega Strike? Let's... They really are lazy, huh? Wait, can I do the blue breaker? Have I tried this before? Okay, Strike Heaven is better because it attacks everyone.
Okay, leader. Strike Heaven!
Wait, I forgot to check. Yeah, I think they're all the same. Blast. Look at that, it was hiding a craft book. I think this one is geared towards Theo and Noel's weapon of choice. Shall we begin testing it, Noel? I'm game if you are. Let's do this, Theo. Blast Hammer. Alright, let's get back to our gourmet adventure. Alright. Belguard Gate. The cafeteria, please. Hey Randy, and I see you brought the SSS along too. Anything I can get you? Hi Estella. We're actually here on business, you see? Ah, now that you mention it, I think that rings a bell. Here, I'll serve you up some of the bellyful hot pot I usually make for the guardsmen. So the Belguard units like hot pot too, who knew? My appetite is whet. Glad to hear it. Sit tight and I'll bring the fresh pot right over. So we don't have Wazy, Ellie, and Lloyd. Okay. My, you can almost feel it's warming you up from the inside. It doesn't skim on the meat, make room for all the vegetables either. You couldn't ask for a more nourishing dish. CGF training can get pretty rigorous. The guardsmen need filling food like this if they want to last. It's no wonder. We often have hotpot parties, but everyone always ends up fighting over who gets the biggest chunks of meat. When Randy was here, he would even sneak bites from other people's plates. Why am I not surprised? A guy's gotta take care of himself, you know. I don't think there's a cafeteria in Police Academy. Let's go for the St. Ursula. Hey there, and welcome to the La Lecta. Can I help you to a meal? Sort of. We're from the CBD Special Support Section. We're here about a request we received. Alright, the Gourmet Guide. Someone from the CNS did get in touch with me about that. There's just one problem. What do you mean? The dish I'm offering needs a lot of time to cook properly, and unfortunately, I just plumb ran out. So, sorry, but I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until I whip up another round. That's a bad break for us, but if there's no dish, there's no dish. Pardon me, how much time will it take before a new batch is ready? Let's see, I just started on a new one last night, so it should be done about 48 hours. Come see me the day after next and I'll hook you up. It simmers for 3 whole days. Those must be some rich flavors you're drawing out. I look forward to tasting the final product. Oh, you're gonna love it. Just don't forget to drop by again once it's done. Okay, so I guess we have to wait for that. Let's go to Tangram Gate first. Wait, I just remember. Have we visited the bakery? That should be one of it, right? Hello, Sergeant Major Seeker, visiting with the SSS today. Yes, it's good to see you, Mr. Timmis. Sorry to bother, but we're actually here for a support request. Ah yes, I do remember hearing about that from news service. Our specialty here at Tangram Gate is the Tide of Plenty hotpot. You get to eat it as a group. So you serve a mean seafood hotpot here, eh? We'll love to try it. Sure thing, shut tight while I go whip up a pot. This is quite flavorsome. Yeah, you can really taste how fresh the fish is. And that's the idea. Hotpots are easy and delicious, so we make them a lot here at Tangram Gate. Eating around a table together always puts the guardsmen in fun, lively mood too. Now that I think about it, I've never had a meal like this with the Testament before. Maybe I'll bring them here next time I get a chance. For real? You want to take your downtown gang to a border gate to eat hotpot? I think I know who will like this dish the best. Perhaps we should let Wazy handle the review for it then. I was hoping to weasel my way out of doing one, but I guess I don't mind too much. We just need Alice and Lloyd. Hotpots are easy and delicious, so we make them a lot here at Tangram Gate. Eating around a table together always puts the guardsmen in a fun, lively mood too. Okay, let's visit the bakery.
Yosh, どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。よし、着いたぞ。
Of course. Oh hey Lloyd, what's up? Back for some more bread? In a way, we're actually here for a support request. Oh, so that's what they're having you do, huh? Well, I'm flattered. Honestly, I wish I could recommend all of our breads. But if I had to pick one, it'll have to be Bennett Supreme I gave you earlier. Oh, that's right, we did get from my exploration. Yep, wish I could recommend my own, but Bennett really nailed it this month. If you're looking for Morgan's finest loaf, this is the one. Hold on just a sec. Oh hey Bennett, I was just in the middle of recommending your... What in ADS's name do you think you're doing? I'm not done refining that one yet. I'm not letting my bread cut into that gourmet guide until it's at least twice as good as yours. What are you freaking out about? It's already delicious if you ask me. Whatever, just don't let me catch you shilling my stuff off without me saying so, got it? Man, I don't get why she always has to go ballistic on me like this. All I said was her bread was good. Therein lies your answer, my good man. Guess Lloyd wasn't the only lady killer growing up around these parts. Anyway, seeing as Bennett's completely against it, could you maybe recommend something else? I guess I'm going to have to. Alright, how about this? It's my latest creation, the tender cutlet sandwich. Oh, this really melts in your mouth. Yeah, and this sauce is something else. Great work, Oscar. Thanks, buddy. I'm still developing it though, so it'll be a while before we actually have it on our shelves. That's a shame. Would it be better if not to mention it in the article? Eh, it's up to you, but I promise to hook you up with a final version once it's done. We'll certainly be looking forward to it. And as it happened, our last request in Armorica village.
到着だ。
Hello, special support section. Welcome back to the Ash Tree Inn. Looking for a place to stay or maybe a bite to eat? Actually, we're here regarding a support request. Alright, that. The Crossbell news service already told me everything I need to know. So without further ado, let me treat you to my chef's special omelette rice. Don't mind if I do. My, this is delicious. Agreed, superb. The flavors of the rice, chicken, ketchup, and egg are simple, but together they make something amazing. It reminds me of how attuned Armorica is to the nature surrounding it. Nobody can truly say they visited this village until they had some of this. All with his high praise is about to get me red in the face. Sounds like you're pretty fond of this dish, huh, Lloyd? I guess that means we found your recommendation then. Make sure to sneak in a few words about what chill guy Gofan is. He's always hooking us up with some quality grub here when we're in Armorica. Sure, I can handle writing this one. So that leaves us Ellie, so I guess the one in St. Ursula will be her recommendation. Well, we'll have to wait for 2 days. Hopefully I don't forget. Just what does my fool of a son think he's doing? It's concerning, yes. I believe there's a possibility he's been... Hello, Chief Tota. You called for a special support section? Oh, and Mr. Hayward is here too. There you all are. I've been waiting. I take it you've seen the request. Thank you for coming. Sure thing. Why are you here though, Mr. Hayward? As it so happened, he has a stake in this particular problem as well. For talking things over, Chief Tota and I decided it would be prudent of us to consult with the SSS. Considering the circumstances, we thought the situation called for a professional investigation. If that's the case, this must be a serious issue. I recall the description mentioning that this has to do with your son, correct? Yes, it's a very complicated matter. I can brief you all the details if you are ready to accept the request. Is now a good time? We're ready to help, Chief Tota. Tell us everything we need to know. Thank you. As I said, I'm in your debt once again. As for what's going on, my son, Derek, has been acting strangely recently. I get the sense he has some kind of sinister plan in the works. Sinister? Is it really that bad? Well, I don't know what the details yet. As a matter of fact, I don't know what's going on to that boy's head at all. You see, not long ago, Derek told Harold that Armorica would no longer be doing business with him. What? Why would he do that? Haven't you always been on excellent terms with the village, Mr. Hayward? Yes, I've done my best to be kind to the people here ever since we started doing business. I came to see Chief Tota today because I was afraid there has been some kind of misunderstanding. And let me guess, the chief here was just as out of the loop as you are. Am I right? Yes, you are. We never intended to wrong Mr. Hayward like this. Losing a customer in him would have been a grave loss for our village. I'm sure my son is fully aware of that as well. This certainly is strange. What reason could Derek have to go over your head to make the decision like that so rashly? That's exactly what Harold and I have been discussing. In doing so, a certain questionable individual came to mind. Derek has been meeting with a foreigner from out of state recently. A foreigner? We don't have very many details on him for the moment. All we know is that he and Derek have been talking behind closed doors. Nothing says suspicious quite like a secret meeting. Quite right. As such, my request to you is to investigate this foreigner for us. If he truly is plotting some sort of nefarious scheme, we need to put a stop to it at once. I apologize for this come off as rude, but is something like this truly worth submitting a support request for? Surely the logical approach would be to simply speak with your son yourself. Don't think that's our call, Theotot. I'm embarrassed to say so, but the young lady is correct. Derek and I have been at odds with how best to run the village for a long time. Ever since game 1. I've tried to confront him about this, but I could never get an answer out of him. As his father, it pains me to admit that. I wonder you decided to consult us. That about brings up to speed. We'll begin investigating immediately. I was thinking that we could start by interviewing each of the villagers. Feel free to do so. Incidentally, Derek and Elkin are delivering produce to the city right now. Thank you for looking into this, SSS. I hope you can get to the bottom of things. We'll do everything we can, Mr. Hayward. Stranger danger. Who should we talk to? Should probably talk to everyone? Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Oh, him? Well, if I have to describe the man, I might say considerate? Considerate, can you elaborate? Once he was passing by the children as they were playing, they accidentally got his clothes dirty. Rather than raise a fuss, he paid no mind. In fact, he even gave them some candy. I didn't decide whether to thank or compliment or apologize to him. He had me speechless. Well, thanks for your time. Interesting. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Oh, him, he's got a keen eye, I can tell you that much. What do you mean by that? Well, the man's become infatuated with our honey. He was raving about it being a surefire hit that he could sell across the entire continent. Sell across the entire continent? Well, what is he, a trader or something? I never heard him outright say it, but that seems like it. With a certain taste like that, I'm sure he's already made a name for himself. I would be thrilled if my grandson were to follow his example. Is that so? Maybe Gofan? Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Oh, the man who's been staying here on and off. Well, he's a pleasant enough to be around, very polite at that. I see, and would you happen to know this man's name? Let me think, I believe it was Minute. Or at least that's what he wrote in the guest registry. Minute, at least we have a name to work with now. Is there anything else you can tell us about this individual? Well, he wasn't too chatty, so there's not much to tell. He did call Derek up on his room a couple of times to talk about something or another. That's pretty much all I know. Oh. Okay, we have more info to go off now that we've spoken to the villagers. This man is named Minute and he's believed to be a foreign merchant. He's supposedly a kind man as well. The type that's courteous, patient, and caring with kids. On the other hand, we don't know why he's here in the first place, and that's suspicious in and of itself. You make a good point. Yes, we never did learn of a motive in any of those conversations. The biggest thing that stands out is him talking with village chief's son in secret. That doesn't pass the smell test. I'm inclined to agree. It's incongruent with everything else we heard. I say we should follow up on that. Wait, look over there by the entrance. That's Elkin, the one who went with Derek into the city. He must have just gotten back. Let's go speak with him. Excuse me, Elkin, right? We got a couple of things we'd like to ask you. Oh yeah, what can I do for you? Let me guess, you came to ask about my shiny new orbital truck here. No, sorry to disappoint. Aw, really? But it's the Vern Company's latest model. Minute gave it to me for real cheap. Hold on just a moment. By Minute, you mean the foreigner who's been visiting the village recently, correct? Just how cheap are we talking here? Get this. I got it for the low price of just 50,000 mira. Only 50,000 mira? What I wouldn't give to be just lucky just once. Does the goddess have it in for me or something? Easy, Noel. I can see you turning as green as your... Sorry, force of habit. Moving past Noel's mechanophilia, the average market value of new trucks would be nearly 500,000 mira, which makes the amount you pay exorbitantly low. There will be a 90% discount. It sounds more like a charity than a bargain. Well, he said the price cut was so we could make our work easier without breaking our budget. He and Derek have been working out some sort of plan. I guess I'm coming along. That Minute, I tell you, my hat's off to him. Plan? Shoot, Derek said I'm not supposed to talk about it. Pretend you didn't hear that. Anyway, this Minute's guy's a real deal. So you say. Wait a minute, did you come back alone, Elkin? Chief Toto said you and Derek went to the city together to deliver produce. We did, but Derek told me he'll catch a bus back to the village later. He said he had some business to take care of at the hotel in the entertainment district. Another meeting with Minute, I'm guessing. Hey Lloyd, this could be our chance. To speak with them face to face? Probably, yeah. We should head over and check things out. Thank you for speaking with us, Elkin. That was pretty helpful. No problem, not that I get what you're after, but hey, luck all the same. I think I know which
ど
room.
こに行きますか？お安いご用です。はい、到着しました。
Alright, we'll meet up again tomorrow then. Good talking to you as always. Huh? Wait, aren't you? Pardon us. You're Derek from Armorica Village, correct? That's me. There's something I can help you with? I probably should have opened with this, but we're with the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. We have a few questions we'd like you to ask. That's so? Let me guess, my father sent you here, didn't he? So he even called the police, huh? That's just rich. He had his reasons. I already know this game. He's snooping around to find out what I'm up to, right? Well, I have nothing to hide. Ask me anything you want. Not the reaction I was expecting. I'll get straight to the point then. We were told that you've been meeting in secret with a man named Minute recently. Would you mind explaining why? Whatever. It's not as though my father can do anything about it. Minute has been helping me out with a little project of sorts. It's all part of my plan to revolutionize the village. Revolutionize the village? Why would you keep something so important from your father? Well, intention or not, doesn't it concern him just as much as it does you? I've tried talking to my father about this kind of thing more times than I can count. All he ever said is that I've lost sight of our ideals, and that making drastic changes won't solve anything. But if things continue the way they are, a rural village like ours has no future. Real meaningful reform is the only way for us to keep our mark alive. My father doesn't understand it one bit. I see, and it was from there that you encountered this Minute character. Unlike my father, is actually willing to listen to my ideas. In fact, he helped me discover a huge opportunity for our village at Peary. I plan on working with him to launch a major enterprise in the near future. You what? Can you even hear yourself right now? Mind your own beeswax, that's all I have to say to you. You got what you came from, right? I need to get back to the village if you don't mind. That was rather curt. Yeah, he totally blew us off. Hey, are any of you thinking what I'm thinking? Maybe we could try speaking with this Minute guy for ourselves? Good call. Maybe it'll give us a better idea on what the jamoke's all about. What do you say we show ourselves in? Here goes nothing. Who is it? I didn't order any room service. Excuse me, we're looking for Mr. Minute. I apologize for bothering you, but we're with the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. We have a couple of questions to ask you. Oh dear, you're a police officer? Why didn't you say so sooner? Come in, the door's unlocked. Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm Minute. What brings you here today? Like I said, we have a few simple questions we'd like you to answer. Will that be alright? But of course, I would be delighted to help an officer of the law. Was there some kind of trouble in the area, perhaps? Not exactly, no. This pertains to you specifically. We want to know more about you and what brought you to Armorica Village. Could you start by telling us about yourself? Well, this is a surprise. But seeing as you're a police officer, I suppose I have no reason not to cooperate. To reiterate, my name is Minute and I'm a corporate executive. My responsibilities range from product development to sales and operations. I've been visiting Armorica Village to secure an important business deal on behalf of the Quincy Company. Did you say the Quincy Company? Not ringing any bells personally, you heard of them, Mademoiselle? In a sense, the Quincy Company is a famous international confectioner. They're one of the most prominent names in their field. You can even get their product here in Crossbell. Yeah, that does sound familiar. I think I used to buy their chocolates as a kid. Huh. I always paid more attention to what was on the wrappers than what was on. That's quite alright, young man. I too was one you might call brand blind in my youth. You see, despite working for the company, I've never been one for sweets. It was my long-standing reputation as an irrefutable salesman. In fact, that led me to my current position. My apologies. I didn't mean to get us off track with my personal milestones. It's fine, we're the ones who asked. So about the business deal with Armorica Village you mentioned, would it happen to have anything to do with Derek, the son of the village chief? He told us that it has something to do with the future of the village. Oh, did he now? In that case, I suppose there's no sense in keeping those details under wraps. Yes, Derek and I have indeed built a strong working relationship over these past several days. We were aware of that much. To elaborate, but of course. The Quincy company is constantly seeking out new opportunities to grow our confectionery business. As such, the head office tasked me with a project to that effect. Our goal is to gain a foothold from which we can expand into Crossbell. In other words, you want to establish a subsidiary of the Quincy company here in our state? Precisely. I began my inquiry by paying a visit to the department store in the city. There, I found it. The luxurious high-grade honey produced in our Morga village. That honey is made with the lotus flower from the village's fields. I do recall Mr. Hayward praising it for its quality. And he should. That honey is the product of nature's bounty passed down through the ages of generation. Seeing those fields was like the goddess herself, showing me the way for a brand new confectionery venture. I call it the Amorgan Honey Company. The Amorgan Honey Company? Not exactly pushing the envelope, but I won't deny it's pretty catchy. We plan on selling candies made primarily from our Morga village delectable honey, but in order to do so, we will need the full cooperation of the villagers themselves. And so I approached the incoming chief, Derek, with most magnificent proposal. I asked if he would like to oversee the construction of the factory as well as the new business enterprise. You offer to make Derek the manager of the Quincy company's subsidiary? Naturally, my company would make full use of its sales and marketing expertise. The fields too would be overseen by our staff. We don't want to cause trouble for the villagers after all. On the contrary, we wish only to ease their life's burden. Where do you intend to own building the factory though? After discussing a great many possibilities, I've settled on utilizing the village private's property on Old Amorga Road. Since it has only ever been used for storage, Derek was readily willing to agree to the arrangement. No doubt almost anybody would be under those terms, especially with how keen Derek is on revolutionizing the village. Everyone comes out a winner, isn't that just swell? So glad you understand. In my eyes, Derek's talent and strong sense of responsibility are more than enough to qualify him for the position. With that, I divulge all that I can. Does that answer your question? It does. Thanks for your cooperation. I think we have much better grasp of what's going on in the village now. Is there anything in particular that you would like to discuss further? Not at the moment, no. Sorry to keep your time. We'll be going now. No problem at all, officers. Come anytime. Please take care. I don't think this is the last we'll hear about this. Where do we even begin? This is quite a plan they put together. Evidently, Minute is more shrewd of a man than we took him for. The whole spiel took some untangling, but it sounds like it could pay off big time. Seems too good to be true, honestly. At any rate, I think we got all the answers we're looking for. Yeah, let's head back to our Morga village. Shiv told us going to want to hear about this. I don't believe this. Minnie is with the Quincy company? And then there's this whole Amorgan Honey Company business? This is quite an extensive plan they have, and it involves building a factory on the village's private property, no less. Never did I take Derek as the type to pursue something like this. Has Derek returned to the village yet, by the way? That's right, I don't believe I've seen him around. He said he'll be returning to the village when we ran into him at the hotel. Well, I must confess that Derek doesn't come home very often these days. Instead, he's been renting a room for himself at the Ash Tree Inn. I understand Minute has been staying there as well. Perhaps that was Derek's reason for relocating. That way his plan to industrialize our land could proceed without me knowing. What a shameful excuse for father I am. I wouldn't be so sure about that. What if moving into the Ash Tree was actually Minute's idea rather than Derek's? Maybe it was him who was trying to keep you from catching wind of what's going on. What do you mean? I'll let our dashing leader here handle the details. Ignoring the first part, I'll do my best to explain. Keep in mind that I'm only speculating, but I have my suspicion about this Minute character. What do you mean? The plan he laid out for us would supposedly benefit everyone involved. Our Morga village gains new industry, while the Quincy company gains a subsidiary in a market they want to expand in. At a glance, it all seems well and good. Almost too good to be true, don't you think? Well, now that you mention it, that's another point of concern. Consider the ridiculously low price at which Minute sold a new orbital truck to Elkin. In this context, we can think of it as an upfront investment. An orbital truck isn't something you give to someone at random, not at the prices they go for. I've never heard of one selling for only 50,000 Mira until now. Well, what you two are getting at is that he knows he's going to make that Mira back, doesn't he? That is very strange indeed. A company as large as Quincy wouldn't normally invest this much capital in an unproven startup. they wouldn't, would they? I don't like where this is headed. It leads me to believe that Minute has an ulterior motive, one that's guaranteed to make him a profit. This is all just conjecture, of course, but I would still suggest that you keep what we're saying in mind. I will. We'll have to be very careful about how we approach this matter. And kudos on the fine investigative work, SSS. I feel as though I finally understand what's going on here. Thank you for the help. Happy to, Chief Tolta. Are you saying you can handle it from here? We could continue investigating if you like. That's alright, you've done more than enough for now. As soon as I heard about their plans to build a factory on our property, I knew I could never support such a thing. I'll have to speak with Derek later and try to persuade him not just as his father, but as chief. Perhaps that will be for the best. We'll be excusing ourselves then. Don't hesitate to follow over with us if there's anything else we can do. Of course, I'll be sure to call on you again if we need a rise. Phew, once again, I did one support too many, but I think that's it for all the requests we have on day 1, except for the taste of Crossbell. So when we come back on the next episode, we'll be ready to tackle the cryptid problem. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, bye.